Chili and vinegar.
I'd like to call the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting on August 8th to order. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Start with roll call, please.
Carrie? Here. Walton?
Here.
Stephenson?
Here.
Schlottenhauer? You say the name right?
It's you.
Oh, Schlotthauer, yes, here.
Yes. Okay. Hampy?
Here.
All right. Next on the agenda, any ceremonies, announcements, appointments, presentations?
Well, due to the lack of hearings, I did list 3 national days.
Excellent.
Yes, one is National Mochi Day. So for those that don't know, that's a small bun-shaped Japanese treat made with rice flour. Also, there's an Oriental market here in Post Falls. If you go to the market, she will give you the recipe for mochi for free and show you where the supplies are at to make them yourself. But the reason why she doesn't sell them is because the cost of mochi has gone up with everything else. So
You didn't make us any for today?
good point. I found out today, and even though it was tempting to take some PTO and do that, I didn't want to endeavor on that journey. And I could have worked it off, or we all could have, because it's also National Pickleball Day.
Perfect. Some carb loading.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I don't know if that needs much explaining. I think we know what that is. It's also National Melvin Day, and so I put that on there because we have a Melvin on staff, Bill Melvin. He's a city engineer. But Melvin, that stands for a gentle chieftain or gentle lord. So it's a common name from the 1930s and 1960s in the U.S.
Very cool.
And also, I'm here to introduce, we have a new planner on staff, Anna Stahl, Planner 1 with the City of Post Falls. We've really enjoyed her coming on board. So I think she was going to do a brief introduction.
Cool.
As John said, I'm new with the planning department. I'm a planner 1. This is my first job in planning. I've got my bachelor's in landscape architecture from Washington State University. And what I loved about landscape architecture was the opportunity to shape communities and get involved with communities and really have a positive influence. And ultimately, I decided urban planning was a better avenue for that kind of work. And so I started pursuing my master's at Eastern Washington University. And I have 2 classes left. I'll be graduating in March of 2024. And I'm really excited to be a part of the team here at Post Falls.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome.
Welcome.
All right. Any amendments to the agenda tonight?
There's none.
Any declarations of conflict, ex parte contacts, or site visits for commission members?
No?
No.
Seeing none. All right, John, could you review the consent calendar, please?
Yeah, so action item A is the minutes from July 11th, 2023 Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. Item B is the reasoned decision for the Fair Estates subdivision, file number SUBD 23-1. Item C is the reasoned decision for the Millsap Landing subdivision, file number SUBD 2216. Item D is the reasoned decision for the Haycrop Commercial Park subdivision, file number SUBD 23-2.
Anybody have any questions on those?
No.
No questions. We get a motion, please.
I move to approve the consent calendar as presented.
I second.
All right, we have a first and a second. Roll call, please.
Carrie?
Yes?
Walton?
Yes?
Stephenson?
Yes.
Schlotthauer?
Yes.
Hampy?
Yes.
All right. Moving right on. Next item is citizen issue. This section is on the agenda is reserved for citizens wishing to address the commission on an issue that is not on the agenda tonight. Anybody wishing to speak will have 5 minutes. Seeing none, we'll move right along. Item number 3 is any unfinished or old business.
And there's none.
All righty. Item 4 would be public hearings, and we do not have any tonight. So we'll move right along. Administrative and staff reports.
Nothing there.
Nothing there. Commissioner comments.
How are you, what are you seeing coming through the planning office? What's the, I mean, I know we don't have anything tonight. but
So-
are you- in general, can you give us a general?
General overview is
Overview.
for single-family residential, we have seen a reduction in permit applications and issuance of those. We have seen some reduction in some interest in looking at properties for subdivision applications. We have seen a continued pursuit for commercial and industrial type development. So we get continued inquiries along that and pre-app along those lines to fill in some of the commercial lots. I believe more or less the interest rates is what caused some of that on that single family end. We still continue to get some interest in some multifamily as well, but overall, we're still seeing some pre-apps. We're staying busy on those. So people are interested in doing development in Post Falls. I even spoke with one of the engineering firms, and they stated they're busier than ever right now on some projects. So that's just kind of an overview.
And then next month, as pending Ray can come to the meeting, we're going to look at impact fees. for the
Yeah, so
report.
next month we do have 3 public hearings tentative for September 12th, as well as we may have a staff report and an impact fee report. So on the 12th, we may have a busier night than, substantially busier than
Then
tonight.
Have you had any contact with anybody that's come in for pre-application or anything? Do you think the impact fees we have, the elevated impact fees are having any?
Means like
Eff-
slowing things
effect.
down, you mean?
Yeah.
I haven't, at this point, I think it's a little early to conclude that at this point. Possibly in 6 to 9 months, we may know more if there's a nexus between that, since it just got in effect on the 17th. We are communicating to some individuals about it, and so that's when that's about the lead time from pre-app to development. Is usually, if someone's serious, is about 6 months to about 12 months after a pre-application.
Cool.
Are the other cities seeing a slowdown as well in applications for residential?
And you're like your planners.
I think
Pickleball
overall, I
club or
think
anything?
the planners I've spoke with have seen the same kind of overtone
Okay.
with single family,
Okay.
taking a little bit of a slowdown because of the interest rates.
So it's not really Post Falls, it's just the overall market right now?
On that aspect of
Yeah.
it, you would see the commercial impact on impact fees. Like I said, probably 6 to 9
Okay.
months from now, they'd meet with us, they'd find out the information. If we don't see site plans, and then the reason for that was that, then we could potentially deduce that. But we don't have a formal way to inquire that also, so.
Okay.
And there's there's also other market factors that could cause it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good questions. Anything else?
So we'll be hearing a report on impact fees, or will we be?
Yeah, so it's a
Discussing-
requirement for cities that collect impact fees to do an annual impact fee report. And what that report, the basis of that is to report to the impact fee committee, which at this current time, the Planning and Zoning Commission is both that commission and acts as the impact fee committee. The requirement is to have a minimum of 2 individuals from the development community. Those 2 for the impact fee committee would be Nancy and Ray. They're the qualifying, that makes the board act qualified both. And so what you do is you present the historical context of impact fees, how it's been collected, how it's been expended, what projects are being currently on that given year. And there's a little bit of an overview of kind of where is it going to go going forward. But
Cool.
Cool. All right, all good information. Anything else? All right, there's nothing else. I'll look for our last motion of the night, which is,
I move to adjourn.
all in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
All right.